Diners have been a part of American culture for over a century now. And according to Wikipedia, diners are small, fast food restaurants, serve mostly American food, usually have a long counter with bar stools where people can sit, and some of them stay open 24 hours a day. Here's a picture of a diner. And let's review. See a picture of the long countertop, the stools where people can sit. You can also sit in booths. There's a kitchen behind the countertop. And of course, we have our condiments. Diners are such a cultural phenomenon in America that they're often depicted in movies, as well as art. Here's the famous cover from the Saturday Evening Post by Norman Rockwell. Another picture of a diner. This is Edward Hopper's painting called Nighthawks. So now that you know a little bit about diners, let's talk about a book that is set in a diner. This book is called The Condiment Chronicles. Please pass to ketchup. And the author is Sarah Wood. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about condiments and spices, and we'll also have a little chat with the author herself, Sarah Wood.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, beautiful day for a neighbor, would you be mine?
Can you imagine this world without condiments? Without being able to add extra flavor to your food? I can't. And in this book, The Condiment Chronicles, written by Sarah Wood, the main characters are the condiments. You have ketchup, mustard, relish, mayonnaise, salt and pepper, and a bunch more. But the main idea is that they are upset because they are being abused. And they wanted to be treated better, so they are walking out. That would be a dining disaster. Read the book to see what happens next.
What's the difference between a spice and a condiment?
To answer this question, we travel to Denial's Farmers Market and Auction to a famous spice shop. This is a spice shop called Coffee and Collectibles, and the owner is Diane Howe. Diane, the question is, what's the difference between a spice and a condiment?
A spice is something that you would flavor your food with while you're cooking, or maybe a little bit after you've cooked with it. A condiment is something more like a ketchup or a mayonnaise that you would put on as additional flavor, like on a hot dog.
Expert in spices. How about salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper would be both. They would be condiments and spices because you would cook with salt and pepper as you're cooking your food, and you might add them to your plate as you're eating.
What's your favorite condiment?
My favorite condiment is mayonnaise.
Okay. What do you use it on?
I use it on every sandwich. I put lots on, and I know a lot of people hate it, but I love it.
Where did you get your ideas for your book?
And I did find a book called, it's been on the bestseller list forever, which is The Day the Crayons Quit. And then I started thinking, and this is where it becomes an idea for any book that's written, what if the condiments quit? And that's when I started looking into it. And I didn't want to follow completely like the crayons, because there's several things. I wanted a different theme, and my theme is condiments are part of a large family. I wanted to show where they're from. That's why I have a map. I love maps, and it shows that everyone is from all different places. We're all come in all different shapes and sizes, just like condiments. So that's how I tried to relate the story, that it's a family of condiments, just like we are a family.
How do you become an author?
It's not easy. You need to keep writing. You need your imagination. It's your creativity, and everyone's got it inside, and you just have to find an interest. And what if, a tree started to talk? What if you swam with the fishes? What if, just a what if question will create a theme, and then you start putting characters into it. And that's how I started writing, is just using my imagination and things that I might be interested in.
Do you read a lot of books? What kind of books do you like?
Yes, but I don't necessarily read. I've read a lot of children's picture books. I like historical fiction. I like biographies.
What's your favorite book?
As a child, it was probably The Secret Garden.
And why?
I think it was it just was the garden. I'm a gardener. And if you look in the back of the book, a meal without condiments is like a garden without flowers.
Author Sarah Wood, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you.
coming to Barrett Ranch, and good luck in
Enjoyed
your
it.
future endeavors.
Thanks so much for
Okay.
having me.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
Condiments. Wasabi. Tabasco. Ketchup. Green Dragon hot sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Tapatio. And of course,